Hello, my friends learners! You are watching the ARusPro channel, and I'm Anastasia. In today's lesson, I will teach you how to use correctly these two Russian words that are very similar in their meanings – сейчас and теперь. Both of them translate into English as now, but clearly there has to be some difference between them. Wanna know what it is? Let's achieve it! Actually, the difference is quite simple, and it's somewhat similar to the difference between здесь and вот. If you haven't seen my lesson on здесь and вот yet, click on the link in the info cards above. So, сейчас and теперь. Just like здесь is pure location, сейчас is pure time. It is the current moment as it is, without any emphatic meaning. Whereas теперь has an additional meaning, an additional connotation, and we are going to look at it a bit later. And now, some examples of the word сейчас. Милая, сколько сейчас времени? You can ask this question your girlfriend. Милая, сколько сейчас времени? So, сколько сейчас времени is the most common way to ask what time is it. The next phrase Я хочу тебя поцеловать прямо сейчас. So, this is also a good phrase to say to your girlfriend. And прямо сейчас, right now. Прямо сейчас. The word прямо literally means straight, but in combination with сейчас, it's right now. We only use прямо with сейчас, so we cannot say прямо теперь. And you will see why when we get to the meaning of теперь. And the next example, a dialogue between friends, or it can be a dialogue between a girl and her boyfriend. A telephone conversation. Привет! Сможешь приехать ко мне починить компьютер? Когда? Сейчас. Сейчас не могу. Извини. Давай в 6. So, in all these examples, сейчас means solely now. So, the only meaning is now, the current moment. Now, let's turn to the word теперь. So, this phrase that I said a few seconds ago, and now let's turn to the word теперь. So this phrase in Russian will actually sound as а теперь, because the word теперь is used to show a change or a transition that has occurred or is occurring. And normally this change is a drastic change. So something changes considerably. And it shows how things were in the past and how they are now in the present. Let's look at some examples. Раньше Петр курил, а теперь не курит. So as you can see, the difference is quite big. He smoked before, he used to smoke, now he doesn't smoke. Here, the word теперь is used in a combination with а, with this conjunction а, which shows contrast and it reinforces the contrast. So they both, when they are in a bundle, they show a very, very vivid contrast. What was before and what is now. By the way, if you haven't watched my lesson on the conjunction а, again, click on the link in the info cards, and we are moving to the second example. Раньше Джеймс плохо говорил по-русски, а теперь хорошо говорит. So again, a change happened, and the change was quite big, quite drastic. Number 3. Раньше здесь был лес, а теперь здесь город. Again, very considerable change. And the fourth example, the most interesting that you can use with your girlfriend as a compliment or as a love expression. Раньше я был разочарован в женщинах. А теперь ты со мной, и я теперь знаю, что такое настоящая любовь. Very nice phrase. Here we again have the opposition раньше and а теперь, but we also have this phrase я теперь знаю. So we don't only use теперь in this contradiction. Раньше, а теперь. Раньше, а теперь. It's a very common model in Russian, but it's not the only usage of теперь. You can also say я теперь знаю. So now I know something. You can start your sentence with this phrase, and it will also show the contrast. So before, I didn't know that. Now I know it, and it changed my life somehow. I started understanding something better. I hope you got this idea. Теперь, also in spoken language, is used when, for example, you make a list of some problems or some tasks, and at the end of this listing, you say теперь or а теперь, let's do something. Let's solve these problems. Let's start an action. For example, if you are a member of some group, it can be, for example, a group of volunteers or a group of a political party. And if you come to a regular meeting of this group, the leader normally lists some tasks that you as a group need to do. After he listed them, he can say, а теперь, for example, so-and-so will hand out the questionnaires that you are going to use to work with the people in the streets. So after this, after saying теперь, he kind of draws a conclusion and prepares you for the action part, the actual doing of something. And very often we even say ну а теперь, where ну is an emphatic particle, and it again reinforces the emphatic meaning of this phrase. Let's see how it works. Ну а теперь сделайте свои предложения со словами сейчас и теперь и напишите их в комментариях. So now I have just used this phrase as a transition to ask you to make your own sentences with these words. I want to check if you got the context correctly. So please make 3 sentences with these words. If you want to check yourself, put them in the comment section. I will look at them, and if they are not correct, I will correct them. If you don't have a Russian keyboard, you can use the links that I have on my webpage, link in the description below, the webpage, the alphabet. So there you can find online keyboards or tips how to get a real keyboard. So please think about getting it because you will need it for your studies. And that was it for today. Thumbs up if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video.